Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's Saturday, May 13th, 2017. In the United States, the breaking news this evening, North Korea launches missile. At the time of this missile launch in North Korea, it was the early morning of May 14th. We're not quite there yet in the United States. Anyhow, I want to show you what's so interesting about this breaking news coming today. On April 21st, 2017, I covered this story on my blog. The mainstream media said a mystic predicted that World War III will begin May 13th, which is today, having to do with the United States and North Korea and missiles. And they predicted it would end October 13th, 2017. So if you missed the video where I talked about this or haven't seen this blog post before, we'll go over it. I'll link it in the description. But let's just start with today's news. May 13th, 2017 in the US, May 14th in North Korea. The date May 14th in most parts of the world is written 14/5. A lot like 145, North Korea in gematria sums to 145. This language is called gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words. It's part of Kabbalah, which is Jewish mysticism, also practiced by the occult, important in high levels of Freemasonry, other secret societies. The belief is that God created the world with language, and he did it when he merged the letter and number. Gematria is a tribute to this. So this is a real world practice, and the people who control the world, who control the money, they're into this. This type of symbolism is all over the dollar bills of this world if you learn the language. As for it being May 13th in the US, North Korea's leader, it's the Workers' Party. Workers' Party sums to 135. This isn't an arbitrary number. Search Zachary K. Hubbard 135. I have a number of videos on this topic. The Key of David, the establishment of the city of Philadelphia, the original capital of this nation. This is a biblical number. And people have done work on Freemason lodges and their addresses and how many are 135. So another significant number here, and it's, again, that proof, that scientific evidence of what's really going on in this world. For those of us with eyes to see, we know that the United States of America, North Korea, Iran, all of this stuff is part of a big puppet show, duping us all, making us look to Big Brother for safety, giving us a reason to fork over our money for taxes. This is all a show, and so many people are taken by it. This work is to expose how the show is run on the daily. Just in case you're new here, I put out these kind of videos every day showing how everything in the news is scripted. And I even call the FBI to call them out on their propaganda that they participate in, such as the recent firing of James Comey. You know, I put my money where my mouth is. This work is well proven. It just needs to spread with the masses. So anyway, look at this headline. North Korea launches projectile. In the language of gematria, and CNN always codes out their headlines, that sums to 132, just like United States of America. It's not arbitrary that there's 132 rooms at the White House. Another special number. This is propaganda for the U.S., front page of CNN, intended for U.S. audiences. North Korea launches projectile, 132. As I've talked about before, the reason they use this word projectile is for its gematria encoding. Projectile equals 50 like America. 50 states. It sums to 58. Here's a list of words that are all 58. This has everything to do with Freemasonry, the United States, the false narratives we're living out. 113. Bava Kama 113a in the Talmud says it's okay for somebody who's Jewish to lie to somebody who isn't. Well, guess what? The world is practicing occult Jewish knowledge, Kabbalah. The people in high places, this is what they go by. The people who control your media, Zionist Jews, who believe in this stuff. It's okay to lie to somebody who's not Jewish, and the majority of the world isn't. So they put out propaganda all day with their numbers of deceit coded all over it. 157, United States, sums to 157. And down below in the description, I'll link the Gematrinator calculator, gematrinator.com. The calculator here which is, I don't know why it's running slow. There we go. This calculator, you can plug in everything here that I'm talking about and verify it, in real time. United States, English Ordinal 157. You can go through every word I wrote up there. But hold on, there's more. Oh yeah, and with regards to this list of 58, if you go through and appreciate it, just so you know, the pilot episode for the Twilight Zone came out in 58. It's about putting a man on the moon. NASA was established in 58. Rod Serling, the writer of that episode, equals 58. Again, special number. And we really are living in the Twilight Zone in a lot of ways. So, anyhow, this article, it talks about the launch April 29th. I did a blog post on this, but not a video because I was working hard on my book, which I still need to finish. I'm not quite done yet, but, there's just so much going on right now. I want to catch people up, and I'll get back to writing. Anyway, April 29th, the last launch before now May 14th. April 29th, the 119th day of the year. All-Seeing Eye 119, Star of David 119, Master Plan 119. Star of David, the symbol of the Zionist nation. Not a coincidence. And right now in the White House is Donald Trump, who they jokingly call the first Jewish president. Donald has this commercial from 2010 where he wore the same outfit he wore the night of the election. He's talking to sheep number 11 and 9. Remember, they called Donald Trump as the winner on November 9th, the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. November 9th, Berlin Wall equals 45, like Trump, the winner of the 45th president who ran on a wall. Again, the people who control the show, they're doing everything by the numbers. It's all tributes to history. The first Korean War, way back when, began on George Orwell's birthday, right after he died. He wrote the book 1984, about a nation always at war overseas, and the people don't really know why. Anyway, Donald 119, Mr. Talking to Sheep 11 and 9, 6 years before he was president. This commercial's from 2010. It's not coincidental. This whole show is the New World Order, and they got their puppets in place all across the earth, from the United States to North Korea. You can bet your bottom dollar after the Korean War, the puppet dictators have been there ever since. North and South. Everything we're told is a deliberate lie so that we go along with an agenda. We're believing what we're told from our government and the media, which only lies to us. As the rule, not the exception, and it's amazing more people don't know that. It's amazing more people know buildings can't be demolished perfectly in the middle of Manhattan on planes that supposedly hit them hours earlier, And then of the two buildings to fall, the one that fell first was the one that was hit later, and where the majority of the explosion went outside the building because it hit on the corner. Why would that one fall perfectly like a demolition first? 9/11 just meant to make you look stupid. Anyway, Donald, speaking of Star of David, he became president at age 70 years, 7 months, and 7 days. Star of David, 70, the first Jewish president, they call him. Star of David, 47, like president, like Trump, the Zionist nation of Israel, recognized as a nation on the 333rd day of 1947 by a 33-member vote by the United Nations. By the way, everything in D.C. is 47, not just President and Trump. White House 47, President, Government Authority, Foundation. D.C. was created by a Freemason from France, 47. Red, white, and blue, Lady Liberty. The New World Order, it's an old world order, it's a Masonic world order. The word foundation's 47, and the Freemasons have something called the 47th problem of Euclid about how to establish foundation. It's not hard to see who created our language. Study who the Rosicrucians were. Seems everything happened around then. Colonizing America, creating modern English, hybridizing religion with this occult knowledge. The Bibles, as you know them, are totally coded out in this language. Write in Jesus, cross, Messiah, gospel, parables. Then you'll see where you're going. Just do that right here. In case you're new here, that can be something fun, eye-opening to do, especially if you're a Christian. So anyway, I want to point out something about the leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-un, whose birthday changed this year. Anyway, Kim Jong-un, if you look in English ordinal, which is the alphabetic order, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z is 26. Kim Jong-un 114, like World War, like Winston, like Holocaust, like Pearl Harbor. Again, the media gave us this story that World War III might start on May 13th based on this mystic who's called so many things right before. They say that the mystic, his prediction was actually for last year, May 13th, 2016, and he was a year off. Kind of reminds me of myself, because I was saying last year how they were coding everything for May 23rd from the end of 2015 on, and then we see Donald Trump's going to be in Jerusalem May 23rd for Jerusalem Day. Look at this, Truth Seeker. Jerusalem equals 58. Donald Trump, the winner of the 58th presidential election. They're calling him the first Jewish president. United States was single reduction, which is New Jerusalem, 58. And again, Freemasonry, 58. Secret Society, that big long list. You can type in the rest. Kim Jong-un also sums to 48, just like Donald Trump, like Freemason. 42 like Freemason. You know, perfect, almost a perfect match with World War. Last year, and I have a video going back a year ago, last year the media celebrated him turning 33 years old at the beginning of January. Back then his birthday was 1983. This year his birthday was changed to 1984 and the media is making a big deal about how he's 33 again. It's such a joke. In the book 1984, get this, United States of America equals 84. In the book 1984, the facts in history change with time. You know, now the leader of North Korea born in 84. And remember the word Jesuit equals 84? Where Washington, D.C. is once where the Catholic colony was. Catholic Church equals 132, just like United States of America, 132 rooms at the White House. I'll link the rest of this post. From his birthday to today has connections to the term military-industrial complex, more Masonic numbers. With regards to Kim being 33 years old, 2 years in a row, Kim equals 33. You know, like Masonry, secrecy, order, missiles, always these missile tests with North Korea in the news. This has been going on even since before he was the leader. This goes all the way back to right after 9/11. We've got nothing but North Korea and Iran propaganda. And speaking of Iran, Iran's 42, just like World War's 42, just like war itself is 42, like sin 42. Real quick, again, let's go over this media article from April. This was published April 20th, 2007. Hitler's birthday, the 110th day of the year, Adolf Hitler equals 110, President equals 110, Donald Trump fired Comey on his 110th day of being president. The man who the prediction comes from has the connection to New World Order and order. You might have noticed in the name Winston from the list above too. Winston Churchill, the face of World War II. But here's the prediction from May 13th to October 13th. October 13th is a date that ends with a life lesson number of 33. October has 33 gematria, so does War Games. From May 13th to October 13th is 153 days. Holy Bible equals 153. Again, all of this code is spiritual, biblical. There's the miraculous catch of 153 fish in the Bible. The word fish is 42. 153 and 42 often get paired together. It's used in the Bible, and it's used all over the place, as I've documented going back to 2013. Well, and really going back way before that, I'm just saying I've been documenting it since 2013, but all throughout history, 42 and 153 paired together. In this case, it's talking about World War, the third one, right? World War III. War 42, World War 42, the Crusades 42, speaking of Bibles and war. The New Testament begins with the 42 generations to Jesus. New Testament, 42, just like sin, you know, Jesus died for the sins. If you write out 42, it sums to 74, like Jesus, like cross, like Messiah, like gospel. Sorry if you wanted to do that yourself. It always comes up. Truth Seeker. Again, 42 also takes us right back to the Freemasons, just like 74. Masonic 74, Jewish 74, Occult 74, Gematria 74, English 74. 7 is the fourth prime number. Why those numbers? 7 and 4, 74. The Freemason compass is set at 47 degrees. At the top of their compass, it's not really the eye, it's normally just a ball up there, but they call it the pole star, and the compass is at 47 degrees. Pole star 47, representing the North Star, which is part of the 47th problem of Euclid about how to build foundation, 119. You know, today's propaganda based on the propaganda also from the 119th day of the year. The big G also represents 42. Sin also has the 147 connection, like Freemason, conspiracy, April Fools, like Comey being fired on his 147th day of being 56 years old. We're always talking about the same thing, Truth Seeker. That's why the numbers are so redundant, you know. So anyway, there it is. May 13th, we get more North Korea. It ties in with the foreshadowing through the mainstream media. You know, I doubt there's really a Horacio Villegas, you know, just another media lie mocking the masses. Bava Kamal 113. All right, until next time.